before watching this episode, go and click on the link in the description or in the comments that's pinned to watch the reaction. Then come back. All right? Then come back and let's talk about this episode. What up, everybody? It's your boy KWireGaming back here on KWireGaming, and we're here to talk about episode 1 of Rent a Girlfriend. I want to start off by saying that first episode was hilarious beginning to end. Like, in the animation style, I love that animation style. Like, they kept switching like how he looked based on his mood, his expressions, all that. Like, it was a nice flow of transition based on the main character's looks, how he's feeling when he's depressed, when he feel like he's a man, like things of that nature. So I appreciate the animation of it all. So hopping into it, we start off the episode with the main character, and forgive me because I haven't mastered their names yet, as I'm watching a few different animes. So I'm still learning the names, so forgive me on that. But we start off with the main character. He's with his girlfriend, and immediately she dumps him. Starting off, she dumps him, gets him out of here, all the way out of here. And that sends my man into a depression. He goes into a depressed state. He lets us know through dialogue that they dated for a month. He like tried to touch her hand. He was doing all this stuff to appease her, like go to the pub and stay out all night, restaurants, and I'm whining and dining and doing all this. And then after a month, she was like, I'm good. And then she blocked him. Not only did she dump him, she blocked him on social media. So he couldn't even like stalk her social media pages. He couldn't do none of that to be like, yo, what's she doing? I mean, she eating at our same spot? Oh, she at the pub again? I'm heading over there. Like, he couldn't do nothing. She was blocked. So that basically made him go into a mental rabbit hole when he started thinking like, yo, like, what is she doing? Did she already hook up with a dude? He started picturing that she was already cheating with him, or I guess it would be technically cheating because they broke up, but she was already involved with another dude romantically, and that like sent him in a spiral. You see the wet tissues next to him, you see the other type of tissues like next to him, like he's just in a mess. So during that mess, he looks up, he's on his phone, I believe, or his laptop, and he's looking up and he's like, yo, I need to do something. And he finds Rent a Girlfriend service to give you that girlfriend experience for a date, for a night, or whatever. So he ends up looking at it, finds our other main character, I believe, and click, he rents her as his girlfriend. He goes on a first date. Basically, he sends a text of everything that they want to do. He set it all up. They met at looks like a restaurant or some kind of like bistro type place, and they get to know each other. Then he's seen how fine she was looking. He like, bro, anybody would be happy to be, with her in real life. She like, pay me. So he slid over the money. I think it said 5,000 yen. I need to figure out how much that is in American dollars. But 5,000 yen, boom. All right, now let's go with the experience. They went to the aquarium. He was basically teaching her about fish and everything, which she didn't know anything about it. They spent their time there. She was like, thank you for my first time at the aquarium, getting him all hot and bothered. And he like, oh my gosh, this is so amazing. They did a long walk under the lights and stuff in the city, and then you can see as he wanted to like touch her hand as they walking like this, and his hand is kept like trying to swing, and then she grabbed his hand and he like, oh my goodness. And then she hit him with a bow, the interlocking of the hands, and that really like set the tone before she exited and was like, all right, thank you, and left. So it gave him that overall feeling like, dude, we had a great day. She even held my hand, something he can go brag to his friends about. He was a happy camper. Then he went home and hopped on the review page. This is where he messed up. He hopped on the review page. He's so ecstatic. He wanted to go write his review. He wanted to, kind of brag about it. And he started looking at her reviews. And all of them saying like, oh, she's so amazing. I love when she holds your hand at the end. It really sets the tone and all this other stuff. And he's seen that and lost it. Like, oh, so this was an act? So you just out here promoting good relationships and good time for people? You know, you gonna do that to me? So he went over there just baka. Started writing like, you a moron. It was a horrible experience. Gave her a low rating because he mad that she gave a great service, so great that he felt it was real. And ultimately he mad at his girlfriend because she just, or ex, because he dumped him with no explanation. And now he got this chick basically faking in his faking the experience. So he like, she a faker and you a faker, so you getting that negative review. So he wants to see her again. So he bought her service again because he's mad. So again, they meet up at the same place. I guess he wrote out the same thing because they met up at the same place. He gave her money and then they went to the aquarium again, right? He had mentioned, I think at the dinner, don't she feel like empty inside, anything, you know, for doing this type of service, taking his money, faking it for people, and then going home. I think she ignored it at first. Then they went to the aquarium, and she started talking about fish. And he like, did she go home and research? So she researched this so she can actually, you know, benefit on the date. So that got him mad too. That pissed him off. So he started going off like, yo, like, stop it. Stop doing this. You not my girlfriend. You faking all this crap. And in front of a whole crowd of people. So she grabbed him out of there and they exit stage left. And then when they got outside, she let him have it like, yo, why are you getting mad? Because the experience I'm providing. It's my job and this is what I'm doing. You read the user agreement, you clicked on the profile, you clicked on the page, you paid the money, you did all this, and you're mad because I'm giving you what was on the page, what you read. I'm checking off every box and I'm giving to what you paid for, and you're mad about it. And he knew he was wrong too, but the whole point was he's angry and he had to get it off his chest. It was just aimed at the wrong person. So before she can finish chewing him out, he got a call saying his grandma was in the hospital. He was like, I gotta end this date, gotta go. She like, you still got time. Nah, you not gonna give me no negative reviews. She was like, I only had 5-star reviews and you the first one that gave me the negative one. So she was like, you're not jacking them us ratings anymore. So she followed. It skips to where at the hospital. Grandma says she's fine, but we're told by the main character that she's been in there before, so much so that she has friends there. And his parents over there, his grandma asked about the girl, like, who is she? Parents start throwing shade. Wow, just shading it up. It ain't his girlfriend. Boy, look at it. I can't. Your son ain't got no girl. That type of stuff, just throwing the shade, disrespect. So he was like, I mean, out of desperation, he said, that's my girlfriend. And she gave him a look like, oh, I'm now my girlfriend? Now I'm that which I say I was? So she agreed, you know, to get the monkeys off his back. Grandma start going over the top saying, like, we need to have a celebration. We need to throw a dinner, like, because, I mean, it'll make sense later. But she wanted to throw a dinner. She wanted to tell her friends. So she go out looking for her friends at the hospital, which makes the chick panic because she like, my grandma's in here and she don't know I have a OnlyFans account. Like, so I don't want her to know that. So they go run into the empty, unoccupied room, hop into the bed together to hide because the grandma popped up in there looking. And my man was in a missionary position, right, with the chick, and you know what I'm saying, this is like, he's smelling her. I bet you the scent smelling good. He in between her legs. She's got soft, fair skin. You know what I'm saying? He pressed against the bosom. So my man started, you know, he got a little excited. He got excited, and she was like, "Yo, what you doing?" And he was like, "I'm a 20-year-old. This is what happens. Like, I'm sorry." And she like wiggling, trying to get him off, and it was making it worse. I'm like, stop it, stop. Even he said, like, stop, you making it worse. Like, you getting him hot and bothered. And basically they got the grandma's name to, or his grandma they eluded them by saying that they seen a couple running outside. So she's like, yo, let's go outside. And then he was like, yo, this is a lethal zone because he about this close to her. So he tried to go in for the kill. Instead, he met a Spartan kick. She said, bow, just sent him from the bed. Just, this is Sparta. Just bow, just knocked him out the bed and was like, yo, hell will freeze over and you will never get none of this. Not here. So from that commotion, her grandma actually pulled up. She was like, what's going on? His grandma popped back up. They find out that their grandkids are the person they was talking about. Like, this is the grandson I said I had a girlfriend. He like, so the girlfriend is my granddaughter. They both said they dated. So, appeased them both. And then the grandmother start basically like not upping, but start like throwing compliments at each other, at their grandkids, like, oh, your granddaughter's so beautiful, blah 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 blah. Oh, I'm happy that she met your grandson. He's this. And he like, bro, say no to collusion. So anyway, they go outside and they have a moment where the main character basically apologizes for making her lie and give her a little backstory by saying, like, he had a girlfriend, she broke up with him. His grandma was like the matriarch of the family. When her husband passed, she basically raised her kids, took over the restaurant or the sake business that they had, and basically provided for everything. So she is looked at as the goddess in the family, and he's a grandma boy. So his gift to her, or what he wants to bring to her, is he wants to bring her his girlfriend, a real girlfriend in real life, before she passes. And I can relate to that, so I'm gonna get a little real for y'all, okay? I can get a little real, because I was raised by my grandparents, and one of the things I always wanted to do for my grandma is get married and bring my kids to her, to be like, here's my kid, because I was the last kid she raised. My grandma had 9 kids, and she raised her son's kid, and she didn't have to raise me, but I was the last person she raised. And so like we have this bond, and I'm like the baby to her, no matter, even though I'm a grown man, like I'm like the baby. So I always wanted to get married and bring my kids to her. No, she ain't raising them, but I want her to see that. That's like one of my goals. I want her to see that before I don't even want to say it, so sorry, I had to get a little real. But so I resonated with that like real personally, when he said I want to bring my grandma a real girlfriend and everything. She slapped him for it. I honestly believe she slapped him because she feels like he was blurring the lines between rent a girlfriend and real life. Like, she just want to come create this experience, leave, and he's basically giving her a backstory where she's actually like seeing him, like not just experience, not just this person that paid for her to act like his girlfriend, but she's actually seeing him. And she's like, no, I can't do that. It'll make the job harder, because if she actually sees him and actually build a bond, she's not going to be able to play girlfriend with anybody else, because she's going to have that bond with him. So she was like, if you ever go down that rabbit hole again, feel a little lonely rabbit, then hit me up, bling, bling, bling. With the sparkles and everything. And he was like, nah. He didn't got it off his chest. He appreciated her. He even left her a great review, since he jacked her reviews up last time. And he was like, you know what? I'm a man up. I'm going to get a real girlfriend, because I want to bring that girlfriend to my grandma. Go to school the next day. Meet up with his friends. His friends asked him how many times that, he jerked the chicken, and he gave him a proud, I did it 3 times. Like that's what he did. And I think he had a line that I'm gonna use as the title of the video. He said, virgins gone virgin, or something like that. Virgins gone virgin. So that's gonna be the title. So if y'all ever wonder why, you know why. Virgins gone virgin. Then he ends up bumping into a chick who ends up being the rent-a-girlfriend chick, but now she's like nerdy, like she got her hair with a little barrette or clip, got some, I think she had some braided pigtails and some glasses, a little skirt, just not looking as glowed up as she did at first. And yeah, that's where it ended. That's where it ended on the first episode. So hands down, first episode, I loved it. It was hilarious again from start to end. It gives you some backstory. He said he's not going to use the service again. I doubt it. He did see his ex though, and I thought he was going to go through the rabbit hole, but he didn't. In the next episode, I believe it's an ex-girlfriend and girlfriend, but I don't know if it's going to like give us backstory into their 1 month relationship besides what he was already doing. Honestly think, because he did mention that he tried to bring his ex to meet his girlfriend, and that's when she broke up with him. It could be a mixture of a few things. It could be he was just too nice of a guy. Like he was doing too much for her, and it really wasn't no challenge or there for her. Because usually chicks say they want a good guy, but they don't want it. They want something that's a little rough around the edges, something they got to work for, something that's not handed to them, which confuses the hell out of me. But that's just how it is sometimes. I think it could have been that, and then with him trying to rush to meet his grandma, like after only a month, she was probably like, nah, you a simp. I'm leaving. So I look forward to the next episode. I hope you enjoy my recap of the video. Again, the actual reaction video is at the bottom of in the description pin. So go there. Again, we're on a roll to 5K subscribers, so every subscribe matters. So go ahead and click that subscribe button. If you're not a part of the Block fam, hit that noti bell and make sure you click all so you can stay up to speed with everything KWireGaming. Continue to support, run them likes up, share, and hit them comments. All right, I'll see y'all there. And until next time, be safe. We out. Peace.